Valley 252. How you doing out there? You're locked in with 4 Downs and Coach D. Yes, it's me, 4 Downs Coach D radio show on all new Big Sports Radio 102.7 FM and streaming online bigsportsradio.com. You can also check me out on Facebook. I got a Facebook page, 4 Downs Coach D radio show. I'm on Instagram, 4 Downs Coach D, and I'm also on Twitter, Coach D252. So make sure you go up there, share my post, like my post, retweet, share the love, and I'll make sure I share it right back with you. So let's get right into the show this morning. I got 2 special guests, and right here I'm live in the Hilton Garden Inn, right here in the big town of Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. And first off, I got my special guests, 2 of my special guests right here. Mr. A.J. Brown from the Roanoke Rapids Yellow Jackets and Mr. Chris Ward from KIPP. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Doing fine.
You're locked in with 4 Downs with Coach D. And so, Mr. Brown, just want to introduce you, and I'm going to ask you this question. You being the leader of this team, what is it like being the leader of this team?
I mean, it feels good. Like, when the boys down, I have to get them up. And, like, that's what make us win in the games.
And Mr. Ward, what is it like playing at KIPP Pride?
It's good. Like, I keep the team going, and I help everybody, like, keep pushing because we have a young team.
And so, for the both of y'all, I'm going to ask this question. Both of y'all are running backs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, what is it like playing behind, for you, Mr. Brown, playing behind Mr. Metlin?
I mean, I love it. Cameron, he, like, first couple of years, he came out a little shaky. He was like, he won't all that good. I'm going to go ahead and be straight up. But as time went past, he got way better. I love playing with Cameron.
And Mr. Ward, what is it like playing behind Mr. Jamari Baker?
Man, it's good. Chelton is a real leader, and me and him have built a good connection, and now we're like best friends.
And that's the great thing. And once again, people, you're locked in 4 Downs Coach D radio show on the all-new Big Sports Radio 102.7 FM, streaming online, bigsportsradio.com. So, just want to ask you about this past week. You guys played on Thursday night, and we were there at the Roanoke Rapids versus Weldon game. You didn't put up the big stats, but you had some fabulous runs, Mr. Brown. So let us know about that.
I mean, like, I guess they watched film on me, and, like, they was blitzing the gaps. They knew every play I was going to run. So, like, we called, like, 42 die, and it was a linebacker right there. He was like, oh, watch the two hole, watch the fullback. He knew I was going to come, so they clogged up that middle. So I really couldn't do nothing, but I was upset with myself because I know I got to work on things. But I was on the good side, too, because we was winning. I had to keep on with my team.
Yeah, you kind of crushed my predictions, too, by the way. Let you know, you put that out of the way early. And folks who don't know, I put predictions up every week. And I predicted you guys to go down 22-21. You guys scored 20 in the first half, so kind of just took that away. And for you, Mr. Ward, you took a tough loss. So, you know, you guys are playing a gauntlet of a schedule starting off.
Yeah.
So what was it like Thursday night? I know you guys took some lumps and bruises Thursday night.
And it was hard, but we kept pushing the O-line. We had to talk to them, get them calm because they're basically freshmen. So when we talked to them, they started calming down, and then around second quarter, everything started moving faster, and then we started pushing the ball down the field.
And once again, Mr. Ward, let me ask you this. What is it like playing for Mr. Coach Muma?
It's good. I've been behind Coach Muma since middle school, so we have a bond, and we text all the time, and he tell me what I need to work on, and I give him ideas, and we just build off each other.
And you as well, Mr. Brown, playing for Coach Mack. What is that like? I know it's an experience.
Yes, sir. Coach Matt, he a fun coach to be with. Like, Coach Matt, he is like one of a kind coach. He's a very good coach. If you're doing something bad, he gonna get on you, but he'll make a joke out of it, so it'll make you feel good, but not as bad. But then he'll help you get better. That's what I love about Coach Matt.
And while we're right there, I want to bring up something last week. As you know, we had Cameron Metlin on last week.
Yes, sir.
And I want to ask you about this. He specifically talked about that halftime speech you had last week against Southeast. I know you. Just tell me what happened last week, because it seemed like the switch flipped for you guys last week at halftime against Southeast.
I mean, like, when they scored, it was 14-7, and everybody I don't know what's with the team, but everybody gets down. Like after a score, then it's like we start falling apart. So at halftime, I let them know if they ain't want to play, go ahead and sit on the bench and watch the players that want to play. So that's what boosted everybody up, got hype, came out of the end zone, started turning up on them.
And once again, you're locked down, 4 Downs, Coach D. And I have with me Mr. A.J. Brown from the Runner Rapids Yellow Jackets and Mr. Chris Ward from the KIPP Pride. Mr. Ward, looking at some stats right now, for the stats that's put in, do you know you are 4th in the conference right now in total yards? Did you know that?
No, I ain't know that.
Yeah, you are 4th in total yards, and you play both sides of the ball as well.
Yes, sir.
So defensively, what do you play?
Cornerback.
Do you feel like you're locked down?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel like you're one of the best in the conference?
Yes, sir.
There's some good corners in this conference.
Yeah.
You got to have the confidence, people. Love to have the confidence. So just with you, Mr. Ward, what are your expectations personally for this year and team-wise?
Personally, I want to go all conference, and then team-wise, I just want to grow from last year because last year we won about 3 games. I just want to grow as a team and get the freshmen ready for next year because next year I'll be a senior, so I want to make sure they straight.
So you're looking to crack that top player list for me next year because you'll be back next year.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Brown, what are your expectations personally and team-wise?
Man, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get my speed up. I'm trying to go big. I want to make it to the NFL. And with my team, I'm trying to help some of them boys get right. I know we got a lot of talent and educated people on our team. So the ones that, like our running back, Corey Jenkins, that's out right now, he's a very good player, but his grades, I try to help him with the grades so he can pull them up because I know he can go somewhere.
All right. And for you as well, too, you're actually 4th in the conference in rushing.
Sir.
Actually. And you know who was 1 and 2 in your conference?
No, sir.
That's Mr. David Taylor, Mr. Tamon Seward.
Yes,
the guys, what is it like playing with those guys right there?
It's very fun. Like, I know they're going to run the ball. When I hit when I open that space for them, I know they're going to get a good amount of yards. So that's why I love having them back there.
And Mr. Ward, you play, like you said, you play with Mr. Jamari Baker. And I have some stats on Mr. Baker later on in the show. You like to play on the outside. You like to run the ball as well. So if you prefer, you like to be the receiver or the back.
The receiver.
You like to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yes,
so if you could compare yourself to any NFL player right now, who would you compare yourself to?
Oh man, I'd say Odell Beckham.
Oh, he said he's Odell.
Yeah.
Odell's a receiver.
Yes,
So
sir.
do you rather play receiver?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Mr. Brown?
Running back wise,
Any player.
I would like to be like LeGarrette Blount.
LeGarrette, and that's the mind frame you put me in. And Mr. Andre Stewart, that's going to be on the show, he loves LeGarrette Blount because he helped deliver a Super Bowl championship to his Philadelphia Eagles right there. And he has his hands up. He locked here 4 Downs. Coach D Radio Show on the all-new Big Sports Radio, 102.7 FM, streaming online, bigsportsradio.com. And I want to ask you this is on a personal side. If you could name one person has been influential in your playing career, school-wise, who would that be, Mr. Brown?
My mom.
And why is that?
She's always there to support me. And everywhere I go, she tell me to push myself. Every morning, every night, she tell me to pray. Keep up my grades, and that's what pushed me.
And that's for you, Mr. Ward?
My mom and my grandma, because they always tell me to keep God first and make sure my grades right. And they always push me to do better and push my brothers and sisters to do better.
And that's what we're talking about, people. You can have all the athletic talent you want, but you got to have those grades because guess what? In order to get to college, in order to get further, you got to have those grades. And another thing, too, we got to keep God first. And, you know, not to get into the spiritual type of it, but that's the main thing. That's the main thing. And as we get ready to start wrapping this thing up for this week, I'm going to get into this. I'm going to ask you your predictions. You guys play Granville Central on Friday. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think we can go out there and win. As long as we stick together, I think everything will run smooth and we'll come out with a W.
And Mr. Ward, you guys play Washington County. It used to be Plymouth. So what are your expectations for that?
I just want to get better from this week. If we have a good practice this week, I think we'll do good in the game.
And once again, Just want to thank you for coming in. You guys are special. You guys are the first live guests here at the Hilton Garden Inn for the 4 Downs with Coach G radio show. So now you get to go back to school and tell the guys, hey, I am big time. And once again, people, that was Mr. A.J. Brown from the Roanoke Rapids Yellow Jackets and Mr. Chris Ward from the KIPP Pride coming on, talking with me today. And stay tuned. Keep it locked. 4 Downs Coach G radio show.